Trump breaking news. Judge Engoron slams Ivanka Trump in farewell statement in his decision that found her father guilty for company fraud and ordered him to pay $354.90 million in damages on Friday. Judge Arthur Engoron of New York was quite harsh of Ivanka Trump. Engoron found Ivanka guilty of what he called inconsistent recall in his ruling, according to him, despite the presentation of documented proof demonstrating her involvement. Donald Trump's eldest daughter continued to deny knowing about crucial events. A statute of limitations led to the dismissal of the charges against Ivanka in June 2023, which had previously included her father, older brothers, and the Trump Organization. Even after she was confronted with the evidence, she repeatedly denied, recalling the contents of documentary evidence that indicated that she actively participated in events, Engoron said, slamming Ivanka. The court deemed her conflicting recall, depending on whether she was questioned by OAG New York Attorney General's office or the defense. Questionable, he added later. Whatever the case may be, contemporaneous emails and papers recur. What Ms. Trump cannot remember, since she cannot remember. The documents prove her point. Newsweek reached out to Ivanka Trump and the Trump Organization at 5 a.m. ET on Saturday to request a statement. I will update this page if either of them wants to remark. No amount of emails or documents with her signature served to refresh her recollection, Engoron wrote, referring to the negotiations surrounding the purchase and conversion of the old post office in Washington, D.C. into a hotel. Trump had no recollection of the events that led up to this action. After her father bought the Trump National Doral Golf Club in Miami, Florida, Engoron cast doubt on Ivanka's statement about her role in talks with the property. Engoron stated, Ms. Trump feigned to have no recall of any of the events of the loan discussion or the agreed-upon terms, in spite of the fact that there was plenty of documentation showing the crucial role Trump played in the negotiation, such as emails. After investigating Trump's alleged use of false property valuations to obtain preferential bank loans and tax deals, Engoron found him guilty of corporate fraud in September 2023. The $354.9 million punishment to the state of New York was one of the consequences he would now pay, and Friday's verdict addressed them, along with the 3-year prohibition on Trump's involvement in New York corporate leadership roles. His sons Donald Jr. and Eric were each fined for $1 million and subjected to a 2-year prohibition on doing business. Furthermore, Engoron directed an impartial entity to oversee the Trump Organization for a duration of 3 years. But he refrained from revoking its business licenses, leaving its operations in New York unaffected. Their complete lack of regret and remorse borders on pathological, Engoron concluded in his 92-page ruling, referring to the defendant's behavior. His subsequent comment was as follows: the scams uncovered here spring off the page and strike the conscience. From his Florida residence Mar-a-Lago, Trump, the clear frontrunner to receive the Republican nomination for president in 2024, announced the decision. A corrupt state judge in New York just decreed that I must pay a fine of $355 million for having created an ideal business, he stated. To me, this is a tragic day for the nation. Additionally, the Republican lawmaker has promised to challenge the ruling. At a news conference, the case's original prosecutor, New York Attorney General Letitia James, expressed her delight with the decision.